Let's look at this question. Each of the six persons, namely A, B, C, D, E, and F, took one ball from a box containing 300 balls of six different colors: blue, black, red, white, green, and yellow. Also, the number of balls of each color is the same. So, there are precisely 50 balls of each color. Following is the detail of three statements made by each of the persons. Exactly one of the statements made by each person is true, and only one of the statements made about B is correct. Also, balls of two particular colors were not taken by any of the persons. Okay, out of six colors, two colors were not used at all. Okay, I am taking the starting point as exactly one of the statements. One of the statements made by B is correct. Let's look at the statements made by B. You have one here, you have another here, and you have another here. So exactly one of the statements made by B, made about B is correct. Exactly one of the statements made about B is correct. So what I'm doing is I will start off with taking this statement as true. If it doesn't work, I will take this statement as true. If that doesn't work, I will take this statement as true and make cases wherever I can get a unique case, wherever I can answer these questions precisely. That is my answer. The good thing here is that these questions don't have a cannot be determined or more than one answer possible. There are precise questions. So anytime I hit the right case, I will stop my working. So I'm taking this case as true right now. So A, his first statement is true, the other two are false. That is what I'm working with. So if his statement is true, the color I have to assign. His first statement is true, so B got a green one. Okay, C did not take a red ball, and that is a false statement. So C's ball will necessarily be red now. Okay, E took a blue ball. So D, E, and F. I know E is definitely not getting a blue ball because that is a false statement. Okay, let's go to B statements now. A took a green ball. Don't know about that. D did not take a yellow ball. Don't know about that. C took a black ball. This I know to be definitely false. So his third statement is definitely false. So one of his first two statements have to be true. We'll see. Let's look at statements of C now. F took the white ball. Don't know. F did not take the white ball. Okay. At this time, you can infer that either statement 1 or statement 2 of C has to be true. One of these two statements has to be true for C, which in turn means his third statement will definitely be false. So if third statement of C is definitely false and he says A did not take the blue ball, if it is false, A has taken the blue ball. And now that you have A has taken the blue ball, you can go back to B statement. A took the green ball. This is also false. So his true would be the middle one where he says D did not take the yellow. Okay, he is not taking yellow. Now let's go to statement of D. E took a yellow ball. As of now, I don't know. F took a yellow ball. As of now, I don't know. One green ball was taken by me. As of now, I don't know. So I cannot demarcate the statements. Let's look at E. F took a red ball. B took the. Now see, only one statement about B was supposed to be correct in our case. So if B took the same, those two other statements about B have to be false. So if these two are false, the first one has to be true. The first one says B took a red ball. Sorry, F took a red ball. So F has to take a red ball now. This is true. Fine. Let's go to F statement. A took a white ball, which I know to be untrue. So this is a false statement. C took a black ball. I know this to be a false statement. By extension, because we have already identified two false statements, the third one has to be true. The third statement says D did not take a red ball. So D does not have red. Okay, this is also possible. Now the statements and the colors. We are not aware of colors of D and E, and we are not aware of nature of statements of C and D. Let's go back to statement of D. C. C says F took a white ball, which I now know to be false. So this is false. This is true. Works. Let's go to D. E took a yellow ball. Still can't claim anything about it. F took a yellow ball. That I know to be a false statement. That I know to be a false statement. F took a yellow ball. One green ball was taken by B. Okay. So about that I can't figure out anything more. Either the first statement is true or the second statement is true. Okay. If the first statement is true, let me write it this way. Either this is true, this is false, this is false, this is true. If the first statement is true, what do I get here? E took a yellow ball. So he's got yellow. And then he did not take green. D did not take green. But I can't write it that way. Sorry. I'm just considering it this. So if E got a yellow, there were two colors that were not supposed to be had. So we have already had blue, green, red, and yellow. Four colors are already used up. So it has to be one of those two colors. It cannot have yellow. It cannot have red. So it will either have green or blue. One case would be D has either green or blue, and E has yellow at that time. Cannot have red, cannot have yellow. Okay, it will have either green or blue. Fine. The other case is when his third statement is true, when he has green. If he has green, you'll see blue, green, red, green, two colors, one color. So this has to be a new color. This has to be a new color. Now this new color, oh, if he takes green, his second statement would also be true. So in the previous case, he cannot take green, he has to take blue. So yellow, blue. Now if he has taken green, three colors are used up, one new color is needed, and that new color cannot be yellow. That new color cannot be yellow. So what are the colors left? Blue is used up, black is not used up, so it could be black here. Red is used up, white has not been used up, it could be white here. Green has been used up, yellow has not been used up, but we cannot use yet. So it will either be blue yellow for D when his first statement is true, and green black. Okay, so these are the total possible cases. Let's look at individual questions. I'm not checking the other veracity of other statements because I am getting a possible case here. Let's see if I am able to answer all questions. What is the color of the ball taken by E? Blue. Yes, I am able to answer this uniquely. What is the color of the ball taken by C? B. Red. Yes, I can answer this also uniquely. For how many of the mentioned persons, exact color of the balls taken by them can be determined? Exact color of the balls taken by A, B, C, and F can be determined. For D and E, we still have cases. Therefore, answer to question 25 should be B. And I now realize I wasted time in figuring out the color of balls for D and E according to cases because that never even came up in the questions. Pay attention. I was lucky that in the first case that I took, A's first statement be true, everything worked out. Otherwise, I would have had to go down this path. B took the same color as A, or B took a blue ball. One of these, you start off at one of these 2 points and then you work your way backwards. But this should be it.